Keyboard Transform utility allows you to easily nudge, rotate, or scale game objects in your scenes. It works great for tweaking or fine-tuning objects without having to keep fiddling with the transform component in the inspector. Keyboard Transform utility is available on the Unity Asset Store and is compatible with Unity 4 and 5. To get started, import the package. The plugin should be activated and enabled right away. You can always disable the plugin as a whole in the settings window. The settings window can be accessed via the window menu at the top. Window, Keyboard Transform Utility Settings. The setting is in the toolbar at the top. I'm going to be docking it side by side the Hierarchy window tab for this demo. To go through the built-in tutorial, look for the Keyboard Transform Utility folder in the Project Window tab. Expand the folder and look for the Tutorial folder, then the Tutorial scene. You should now see a scene with some pink cubes and a red structure. We try to respect the user's performance as much as possible, so we have the handles and gizmos in the scene window only paint when the tab is active. You can change the setting on the tutorial object in the scene hierarchy. The setting is called paint when scene is unfocused. Now the red and yellow arrow will continue painting when there's no focus in the window. You can also adjust the handle gizmo animation frame rate up or down depending on your preference or performance. We'll just set it to 75. To start, select the cube that the flashing red and yellow arrow is pointing at. The instructions for each step are also in a label box at the top of the scene window. Switch to the Translator Move tool by pressing W or the icon towards the top of the editor. While holding down Shift, use WASD and QE to move the cube into place. The animated gizmo indicates where the placeholder goal is located. If you want to adjust the move speed, go to the settings window and adjust the max move rate. We'll set it to 75. To make it even easier moving the object into place, you can enable snapping. Snapping will jump at a set interval. The snap setting is in the toolbar at the top. There is also an accompanying option Snap to Grid, which will round the position properly to the grid setting. This setting is right next to the snap setting in the toolbar. You can also adjust the snap distance or interval in the settings window. Move the cube into place. Next up is rotation. Select the pink cube and switch to the rotate tool by pressing E. The controls are the same as last time. Hold down Shift and use WASD and QE to rotate the cube until the gizmo rotation arcs are gone. The arc gizmos represent the difference in rotation from your current rotation to the placeholder goal. After the cube is properly rotated, switch back to the Move Translate tool and move it into place. The final part of the tutorial is scaling. Select the last pink object and switch to the Scale tool by pressing R. The animated scale gizmos represent the amount of scale that needs to be adjusted to reach the placeholder 2x2x2 size. Switch to the Move tool, W, and move the cube into place. You now know how to use the Keyboard Transform utility. You can run through the tutorial again by reopening the scene. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to contact me.